guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today it's a Monday, so we are back on the geography channel, and today I spun a wheel and as you can see, the wheel landed on Denmark. And this wheel represents the country that's forming the empire, the country that's gonna fight other countries to get more land and more power. And today it's gonna be Denmark. By the way, before we get started, Denmark's gonna be a bit buffed because it's gonna be really hard for Denmark to do this on their own. So they're gonna be a bit buffed, but it's like, I'm gonna try to be as realistic as I can. And also, alliances like NATO, the EU, CSTO, but like mostly NATO today, all these alliances are going to be disbanded because war is not accepted in the modern day, and that's why we have these alliances, to protect ourselves from war. So yeah, by the way, Denmark's going to be represented by the color red because they're the ones who are going to form the empire. So yeah. All right, let's get started. So first things first, Denmark is going to remove their autonomy for Greenland and get them back under their rule. Now it's officially the Empire of Denmark because Greenland has no power at all. Denmark is going to be using their strategic location to declare war on Iceland. I believe I've placed the capital correctly. This is Reykjavik, right? I don't know. As you may know, Iceland has no military, and they're protected by NATO, and NATO doesn't exist anymore. I believe this is the Danish Navy, and this yellow part is is international waters that Denmark gets to control, but let's just represent it like this. I believe this is what they have. I think I saw that on Wikipedia a few months ago, so I think I'm right. But the Danish Navy come out of Greenland, and some ships surround the island. So Iceland do not have any support from anybody. And so immediately from the northwest coast, the Icelandic people retreat. They said they're gonna hide out in their capital, and the rest of the country is cut off, and the countryside run to the capital of Reykjavik. I don't know how, but they do. So the Iceland only has the Reykjavik county left, and this is gonna be hard because there's all like 350,000 people, after some casualties, are in this Reykjavik county, and it's gonna be really hard for Denmark to push out because all the police and stuff. But again, they do not have any military, so people just surrender, and then Reykjavik is captured. And now you cut, and this is the part where I do the peace treaty. In this peace treaty, Iceland is completely annexed by Denmark. The UN is quietly watching with big eyes, scared, but there's nothing they can do. Okay, these little islands that are either British or Norwegian or Danish, I don't know, they get surrounded. Their population started a referendum to join Denmark because of them being scared, and the country that owns it, if it's not Denmark, accepts. This is the naval map of the Kingdom of Denmark. I mean the Empire of Denmark, of course. Denmark with their huge military. The Danish Navy approach Norway, and Norway is scared, but they get near the coastline, the southeast coast, I guess, and they slowly move up the coast. And yeah, Norway can't do much about it because they're also protected by NATO, but they also have some good military, but it wouldn't be better than this alternative Denmark, okay? And so Norway gets near the easternmost part of Denmark, but accidentally some ships hit Russia in the Kola Peninsula. Immediately, Russia declare war on Denmark, which is shocked. They immediately retreat their navy But unfortunately, what's done can't be undone. And Denmark has to fight a war with the Russians. It doesn't help that Russia's the second strongest country in the world, and their entire navy and their entire military get deployed. Red versus blue. You know what else is very helpful? Norway joins the war, but they don't have any navy. Norway declared war on Denmark. But Denmark used some really good techniques, and they go through the coast and they capture Oslo, the capital of Norway. Norway's head of state was there, their royal family were there, the prime minister was there, and Norway starts to lose stability. They don't have any rebellious groups, but the Norwegian people just stop fighting because they lost their capital, one of the greatest things they have. Some warships land in here, and they claim all of this to themselves, and the Norwegians accept because, they'll give it up for the rest of their country. They try to stand strong, they try to do good, but by force, they get surrounded, they get cut off from Sweden, all their major cities are gone, and they die. They surrender. Norway surrenders. Keep in mind that it's currently summer, and the Russians aren't really good at fighting in the summer. This is like 2 degrees Celsius, but still. It's mid-June. Norway's troops just invade through all of this. And, not St. Petersburg. They face a lot of resistance when they hit this part, and it ends up as a stalemate like this. And as winter starts to come, and as summer starts to fade off, and the leaves start falling, and the snow starts falling, Russian troops can push deeper into Norwegian-occupied territory until they hit stalemate and they can't do anything. After February, the Russians can push them out until here, but that's all they can do until they meet for peace. Guys, let's keep in mind that the Russian military isn't really amazing. It's kind of outdated. They do have nukes, but it's kind of outdated, and you can see the situation that's happening in Ukraine. They have about half of their military deployed in Ukraine, and at the beginning they had about all of this, and now they just have like this. So, we can see that in this peace treaty, Denmark annexes all of Norway for their Principality of Norway, and also all of the Kola Peninsula. Is this exaggerated? But Russia would give that up so easily, like they don't care. I mean, there's oil and nukes here, but I think for peace, Russia would do it, even though they're not that good at peace. And these two things, they are 2 principalities controlled by Danish and Russian married royal families. So let's say here there's a Danish prince with a Russian princess, and here there's a Russian prince and a Danish princess, think about it. I don't know if that would be like realistic in real life, but I'm pretty sure it could happen, if Denmark went imperialist. Next, why is everyone messing with Estonia? They mess with Estonia, and you may know that Estonia would love to be Nordic, a Nordic European nation. And Denmark is Nordic, even though they're more south than them. In Estonia, you can see some northern lights. It's possible in the winter, like maybe 3 times or 4 times a winter, which that means they're northern, okay? There's the northern lights, the aurora borealis. So they want to be Nordic. But the other Nordic countries known as Finland, Sweden, Norway, they're dead, Denmark, Canada, the United States of America, and Russia, but mostly these 3 here, they do not want to allow Estonia to join their little Nordics club. So today, Denmark is going to take advantage of that and say, Estonia, I'll let you into the Nordics club if you join me. And Estonia, they're like, no, I we don't have similar cultures and stuff, and I prefer to join Finland because we're really similar in culture and stuff. So if one day you can see if, I'm just inventing, if one day Finland is available, I will join with them. Denmark are like, okay, they took this in a weird way. They declared war on Finland. This isn't like a naval war, so nothing's gonna happen with the naval stuff. But Denmark does have the naval supremacy because like Finland only has this, for water. But anyway, and these Faroe Islands. That also means that both of the principalities that you can see in Karelia in Western Russia, they're also at war with Finland. So Russia and Denmark are controlling these together. This Lapland, I believe it's called Lapland in the north, it's really, really hard to invade. So you know what they do? They come from the east, the troops. This is like obviously like mid-August, so it's easier to invade, They come from the east and they completely cut this part off from the other one. And people from there start welcoming the Danish people because, I don't know why they would, but and they're scared of them too. So they don't know what to do, but Denmark literally just wiped them off and forced them to become part of them. The small military of this Western Principality, let's call it the Western Principality, the Western vassal, starts invading Finland from the west to the east, to the Finnish east, from the Western vassal's west. Is that understandable? Probably is. But Danish troops also come from the north and they can help this principality, which is struggling, and the other principality can call out of the war. They're not going to turn white because they're still a vassal, but they know that the Finns are really nice people, but one thing they hate is losing Helsinki, their capital. One time they lost it from Russia. Finland is really, really strong and capable, but they also have some really good people and some really happy people. They're the happiest country, but they hate being invaded, especially from Russia. So that's why they got so much stronger, and they joined NATO like a year ago. But let's say they don't stand a chance against this Danish empire, and Danish troops wrap up from the west and from the south, and they capture Helsinki. With that, they ask Estonia if they're interested in joining, and Estonia still asks the Finnish embassies, that still exist here and within their country. And Finland is like, instead of joining up with Denmark, Estonia joins up with Finland. That means Finland is Estonia and Finland. Their capital was placed at Tallinn, which is the current capital of Estonia. By the way, this is a fictional scenario, so I don't mean to offend anyone. It's just a fictional scenario for fun. This northern part gets, this southern part from Finland, but this rest of Finland gets completely wiped out. And Estonia immediately lose Tallinn, and they end up surrendering. Oh wow, this is one country that loves its vassals. By the way, I've placed the capitals. So we have the capital for Copenhagen, the capital of actual Denmark. Then there's the county of Norway and the county of Kola, which is the Kola Peninsula. And they've expanded their territory for the vassals. So they've added like a bit more, like Finland used to be something like this, and they added a bit more territory for their vassal, for the Western vassal, which places capital here. They've got permission to place capitals. Their main city was here. And the vassal of Estonia placed their capital at Tallinn, the old capital of Estonia, and the people here are pretty happy, This vassal that places capital here at their main village that has like 124 people, they have expressed their feelings that they do not need independence anymore, and they'd rather either be part of Russia or be part of this vassal. They do not want to be part of Denmark. So Denmark listens, and instead of letting Russia take them back, because they don't really like Russia right now, they give up some of their territory. They're not perfectly beautiful anymore, in exchange for the uniting of both these principalities. And the last conquest they'd like to do for now is invade Sweden. I don't know why they would want this, but their navy starts going through the west coast of Finland, but their navy start going through the western coast of Sweden and through the northeastern one. They stop here because they want also to grab these islands because they feel they're important, and they do this. Then their navy link up, start threatening the capital of Stockholm. Then they declare war on Sweden. The Danish people finally can make a push from their mainland through the bridge that the Swedes didn't have time to blow up. They can go and invade all those islands that they wanted, and they start invading north. And they grab some really major cities, and the people are mad, and they start making a push from Norwegian Denmark, from Danish Norway, and they can't anymore because we are in late March, and late March is still snowy here. Matter of fact, it is still snowy in late March in Switzerland, in the mountains, but I'm pretty sure this is like Canada. So they grab Stockholm. Sweden immediately surrendered. They don't want any more. And in this peace treaty, all of Sweden is annexed into the Danish Empire. And a few weeks later, they announced that they are going to be unifying with their vassal states. And they didn't ask the vassal states anything. They just said, we are going to be uniting, before the vassal states even knew. And they finally declare that their state is finally complete. Okay, something I need to do more in my videos are show the different subdivisions in this brand new empire. But today I'll be doing this. This is the state of Western Greenland. This is the state of North Greenland, and this is the state of Nuuk. Not this Nuuk. No, of course not. Why? This is the capital of Greenland, so they're gonna be named by the capital of Greenland, which is situated in the state, or it's there, I don't know, but it's gonna be Nuuk because I think Nuuk is here. So these are the subdivisions of Greenland. There's East Greenland, there's North Greenland, which is the smallest in Greenland. I mean, it's even bigger than Iceland. And there's Nuuk, because the capital of Greenland is called Nuuk, and they're naming it after that because it's the biggest city and like one of the only cities in Greenland. Then this is the municipality of Iceland, which is the whole island of Iceland. Then there's Denmark. The Danish capital of Copenhagen is located in this island. If I got anything wrong... Oh, I almost forgot to draw this, guys. Oh my god, would you guys have killed me? Probably. These are the islands of Svalbard, and they're Norwegian. They're gonna be Danish. This is the municipality of Sweden. This is the municipality of Svalbard, as I just told you guys what it is. This is the municipality of Sweden. There's the municipality of Finland. It's autonomous regions, okay? This is the subdivision of Kola. This is the subdivision of Western Russia and East Finland. Let me say, this is WREF. Western Russia and East Finland. It's an autonomous region within Denmark, the Empire of Denmark. And this is the municipality of Estonia. Yeah, that's it. This isn't beautiful, but let's draw the flag now. Okay, guys, so this is the official map of the Empire of Denmark. I could have added a cross to Estonia, but it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I definitely did. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!